Today we're going to learn about immigration, how it affects us, our families, and our communities. The first documented non-native inhabitant of what is now New York City was Juan Rodriguez. He arrived in Manhattan Island in 1613 aboard a Dutch ship and then stayed behind when the ship departed. He is considered to be the first immigrant and first Latino resident of what would become New York City. While Juan Rodriguez settled in Manhattan, Dutch immigrant William Hallett settled down in what is now Astoria, Queens in 1652. They still have schools and restaurants named after him. German immigrants in the 17th century were among the first to settle in Astoria, New York, and in the 19th century they played an important role in New York's agriculture. The Irish started populating different areas of New York starting in 1845. The Irish immigrants contributed to New York City's housing development. Many of them were renters, homeowners, superintendents, landlords, agents, salesmen, builders, and developers. The Crimmins Construction Company is an example of a company that began developing in Astoria around 1910. What about the Italians? They started coming to America around the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th. They came with the help of the padrone system. The padrone was a person who would help the immigrants find jobs in the labor market, and in return, he would be paid by both the immigrant and the employer. The Italians played an important role in the economy during this time because they fulfilled New York's demand for workers, which had increased due to urbanization and industrialization. I can go on and on how immigrants helped make this nation great, but instead, let's learn about our immigration rights. Americans have rights when interacting with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is ICE, regardless of their immigration status. These rights include the right to remain silent, the right to refuse a search, and the right to legal representation. Let's go a little deeper into these. The right to remain silent. You are not required to answer any questions about your immigration status or where you were born. Right to refuse a search. You can refuse to allow ICE agents to search your home, person, or belongings without a warrant or probable cause. Right to legal representation. If you are arrested or detained, you have the right to speak with a lawyer immediately. You also have the right to demand a warrant. ICE needs a judicial warrant signed by a judge to enter your home. Let's go over these important considerations. Public spaces. ICE can enter public spaces of a workplace without a warrant, but they cannot enter private spaces without a warrant or employer permission. Workplace raids. During a workplace raid, you still have the right to remain silent and refuse a search. Carry documentation. If you have any, non-citizens are required to carry immigration documents. Remain calm. It's important to remain calm and avoid actions that could be misinterpreted, such as running. Know your rights cards. These cards can be useful to hand to officers instead of speaking, stating that you are exercising your right to remain silent and you wish to speak to an attorney. Document everything. If you are detained or your property is searched, document everything that happens, including names, badge numbers, and any action taken by ICE. Seek legal advice. It is crucial to seek legal advice from an attorney if you have any concerns about interactions with ICE. Immigrants in the U.S., regardless of their immigration status, have rights under the U.S. Constitution and other federal laws. This is based on the principle of due process, which ensures fair treatment under the law for all persons within the United States. Constitutional rights. Right to due process. Immigrants have the right to a fair legal proceeding before the government can take away their life, liberty, or property, which includes being informed of charges against them and presenting evidence in their defense. Protections against unreasonable searches and seizures. The Fourth Amendment of the Constitution guarantees protection against unreasonable searches and seizures by the government, which generally means authorities need a warrant or probable cause to conduct a search or make an arrest. However, there is a border search exception that allows warrantless searches within a 100-mile radius of the border. Right to legal counsel. While the government isn't required to provide a lawyer in immigration court, immigrants have the right to hire one. Right to remain silent. Immigrants have the right to remain silent when questioned by police or immigration agents such as ICE and do not have to discuss their immigration or citizenship status. Right to an education. The Supreme Court has ruled that children, regardless of immigration status, have the right to attend public school. Right to family unity. The right to be with your family is recognized as a fundamental human right, and the government should prevent and provide reunification services for separation caused by deportation when possible. Other legal protections. Protection from unlawful discrimination. Immigrants are protected from discrimination in employment, education, housing, and public accommodations based on factors like race, national origin, religion, sex, disability, and age. Labor rights. Immigrants are entitled to fair labor standards, including minimum wage, overtime pay, and a safe workplace, regardless of their immigration status. Protection from retaliation. Immigrants are protected from retaliation if they assert their legal rights or file complaints. More important notes for undocumented immigrants. Cancellation of removal. Undocumented immigrants who have been in the U.S. for 10 years or more and meet other strict requirements may be eligible for cancellation of removal if they are in deportation proceedings. This allows them to apply for a 10-year green card. Undocumented immigrants have limited options for obtaining legal status, and most do not qualify for a green card unless they fall into a specific category or qualify for relief like asylum or a U visa. While having been in the U.S. for 10 years or more might be a factor in some cases, it's crucial for undocumented immigrants to be aware of their rights and potential risks when interacting with law enforcement and other immigration agents such as ICE. It is strongly recommended undocumented immigrants to consult with an immigration lawyer to understand their specific rights and options based on their individual situation and needs. Navigating the complexities of immigration law can be challenging, and legal consultation can provide essential guidance. I hope this helped you understand immigrants' rights, and if you see an immigrant in distress, please do something to help. Thanks for watching. Please check out important numbers and other videos like this in the description below. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.